Guys, tonight I'm watching, what is this? Gone with the Wind. And it's like in the intermission, right? But it's a 4-hour movie, whatever it may be. One of my wife's favorite movies. But it was cool. We're watching it, relaxing. And I'm not going live right now. I'm just tired, 7 days in a row of working. And then I have a day off. Then I got to go back to work. And then a day off. And on those days off, I'm trying to study and run around and get things done. And I'm exhausted today. That's it. I looked at my wife. I just took a 4-hour nap. And then I looked at my wife and I said, man, I'm not getting up. Anyway, it's Wednesday night, okay? And normally I would go live. Is it Wednesday night? It's Tuesday night. Oh my God. Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. It's Tuesday night. And normally I would go live. But not tonight. And I'm going to talk on a couple of things. Obviously, getting a lot of information from a lot of people. Jay's hitting me up, Tro's hitting me up, Almo's hitting me up. Everybody gives me a lot of info, and I thank you guys in advance. But I've been watching things, right? Like, I've been looking around the markets and looking around the communities. And I find it extremely disheartening what I just saw right now. I only saw the clip today of the PP show last night. And for whatever reason, these guys think they're getting value for their investments or whatever. Still talking about Carl Icahn. Still talking about Bed Bath & Beyond, which is all wild to me. But James's Ramel, whatever his name is. Ramez, that's his name. I don't even know how to say his name, guys. I don't care. But I do want to shed light on this because you're exactly who I thought you were. PP Seeds is willing to, sell his soul for a view or a sub or just $1. I'll put it that way. It's not like for the truth factor, right? There's no truth being said on that show. If you're familiar, been on that show plenty of times. They delete the videos. They delete your, if you've ever been there and you said some truth, they can't handle the truth. That's the first thing. But they found this individual that came into the community and started throwing around money. And for whatever reason, people think that money and or the opportunity of getting money out of that person gives them credibility. And this is where I have a huge disconnect, where you can't buy the authenticity of the message. Well, this individual apparently couldn't handle the heat that he was getting online from people, from shills as they call it. And he decided to make threats to Amy and her children, and he said he would dox them. He didn't do it, right? So therefore, he's not guilty. No, the threat of it is a problem for me. And then he decided to use some really colorful language on Twitter. The N-word with the hard R all the way through. Not saying it's any better any other way. It just tells me who you are, right? And he said he did it through frustration, and then PP's trying to apologize for him and giving him the platform to do it. Bro, that's wild. And I use the word wild because I'm just at a lack of a different term. Like, literally to marginalize, to trivialize, and then to just say and speak on it as in the sense, well, I'm sorry. But you didn't say it with your mouth. You typed it in text and hit enter, and you thought that it wouldn't hurt anyone. Well, who was he hurting, Morantz? He didn't direct it at anyone in particular of a certain race. It was like, what? This is crazy. There are words that are so sensitive that you wouldn't say. You get canceled, right? But in this case, these guys glorify the idea that this individual is a freedom fighter and they're on their cause, on their end, only because he gave them money, right? Buying a platform and being able to talk the way you want to talk. Guys, freedom of speech exists, I promise you. But at what cost? You have to pay for it. And there's more than just money out there. And for Michael, the co-host of the PPC show, to go out there and say, how many shades darker does this guy have to be so that it's okay for him to use the word? What the hell was that? Like, I'm blown away. Michael, do me a favor. Never become a public speaker, because you were speaking in public right now. You were live last night and you still didn't have the words or the thought to say the right thing. None of you do. Right? To say that you guys associate yourself with someone like this because he gives money to the community and or bought shares of some kind, like, there's nothing anybody could tell me. Do you know? I learned this from Almo. Almo Nestor is a YouTuber. There's one thing. Look him up. He's also a producer for the show here, where he's been with me for almost 4 years. Every night and day, this guy is the truth. And I learned something from him that I didn't know before. You see, I come from California, where racism isn't really prominent. It's really not. It's a melting pot. And you live with all cultures and you accept people, but you understand the boundaries of those cultures. So you never cross them. It's not even a thought. When I went to the South, I was blown away. It was all black and white, literally black and white, old school. And you had to understand what it was when you walked in. They would tell you, "Hey, hi, nice to meet you. My name is this, and I'm racist." And I was like, "What?" And that's against everything non-binary. Like I'm Hispanic. I have nowhere to stand. They don't want to talk to me either. So when I learned that about the South, I was like, "Yo, this is crazy. This is really the way the world is." But I learned that at a very young age. Very young age. I can't believe these guys are grown-ass men that parade around the internet and say the stuff they're saying. You know, to speak on women the way they do is just as bad as race baiting. But then to give them a platform to apologize and act like, hey, it's going to be better after today, it's 10 times worse. When you do things out of frustration, when it tells me who you are. So Amo told me this. I remember the first time I was ever on the channel, and somebody came out and said some racist stuff. And, they do this all the time because they're trying to get your channel blocked and banned, and they're just baiting you to have a reaction. And I said, oh, you let them, bro. So you let them say what they want to say. You never tell them to be quiet. You never mute them, block and ban them. No. You let them show the world who they really are. You let them continue to show you exactly who they are. So, Pee-Pee, listen, bro. I woke up out of bed for this one because I know everyone has an opinion about your show last night. And I saw it on Twitter just popping up. And finally I hit play and I listened to it and I'm blown. I'm just like, what the hell? Here's why. You keep surrounding yourself with these guys, Pee-Pee. But I already know who you are. I know you can be bought. I know you can be manipulated, and then you try to do the same. But I'm going to let people keep watching this dumbass show of yours. And you keep surrounding yourself with Michael, and you keep surrounding yourself with this guy. And you're going to see exactly what you bought into. That's why you're not allowed. That's why Pull T, nobody. I don't interact with any of you guys for one reason. I know exactly who you are because look who you associate yourself with. Keep doing what you're doing. It exposes a lot. And shout out to Amy. I'm going to tell you guys something about Amy. Amy got attacked and threatened to get doxxed and all the above. And the whole community came to her aid and protected her to a point. But Amy's just a person with an opinion. How is she your problem? How is she a threat to you guys? Words are a threat? Actions. And the actions that come behind them. That's the problem here. Hey, I wonder, is there a Bed Bath & Beyond investment? Is there a story that you guys want to tell after this day? I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know what show you guys have. I don't know what community you have. I don't know who you guys talk to. I don't understand. I just don't. James Janney gave you guys a 1-hour doc, and it was just to show you just how crazy this shit is. All right, well, good luck to you guys. And Ramsey's, you donated money to certain people who wanted to attack me personally, so I take that personal too. But I take it so much to say, you have the platform, you bought your way in, and you're showing exactly who you are. No apology needed, man. I'll never accept an apology from you, and no one should in any community. Then that condones this behavior. Okay, so that's my part about PB tonight. That show, that nonsense. Let's get back to GameStop if you guys want. Sure. So I'm not going live yet. Here I am. Uninterrupted, just me and my thoughts. And like I said, I'm watching Gone with the Wind. It really is on in the background. I'm going to enjoy my night tonight. I'm going to lay around, not get up. I'm not going to play video games. But I am reading all the headlines on GameStop. You know what's crazy? You're a GameStop investor, right, guys? Like the majority of us here. I would say 99.9%. And GameStop is announcing the Raptor 8 release and ready to go. The PSA graded cards are getting graded. And Somebody tried to hit me up and go, Rance, we talked about this 5 days ago on Dynamite_41. You're behind. And I was just like, I went to the GameStop store and saw the pamphlets myself on Sunday. So what was I behind? Like 2 days from the earth-breaking news? Yeah, Ray said it to the channel 2 days before that. So I don't think anybody's behind, but who cares? If you got it 5 days later, you got it 10 days later. Hey, guys, at least you got the info. And what's the info? GameStop is changing the world. GameStop is changing the world with their new program. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, catch up. Yes, GameStop's going to allow people to turn in their cards to get PSA graded. And they have a whole program for it. So how it all plays out, I don't know what the service factor is. I'm sure there's going to be so many meltdown videos about this. Ew, they charged this. Oh, they did this. Then show me somewhere you can take your cards and do this, okay? And I'll be quiet. This is a billion-dollar company solving problems, and I'm happy to do it. Remember what GameStop is, guys. Remember your investment. It's going to be Wednesday tomorrow. The price keeps coming down. $19, $20 a share. Am I discouraged? Am I mad? Not at all. What I am is I'm encouraged to keep buying more, to keep doing what I'm doing, keeping pace. $21 today. I put $21 into my investment today, and I don't miss it. That's it. I know what the world cost me to live, but I'm not going to miss that $21. Tomorrow might be another $20, right? The price keeps coming down. But it tells me a lot of things. GameStop's announcing things. GameStop's doing things. And then the sheet's looking better, right? The balance sheet itself, the current ratio, and all the cash in the world on hand. Not to mention the leadership who's working with your money and doing everything for the company. So all the good things are happening, and the price keeps coming down. Yeah, you can't confuse me. You can't trick me. You've tried before. I'll just keep buying. And then I'll see you guys 4 days from now, 4 weeks from now, 4 months, 4 years, 40 years. But I'll see you. Millionaires, I'll be around. I'm going to get on with my life, my night right here. 12 Oaks, John Wilkes, the owner. There we go. Looks like we're going to see this tea party they're about to have. Gone with the Wind. A very good movie. I love the music in the background. It's soothing. Just have it on in the house when you're doing things, guys. But other than that, I'm going to get up. I'm going to have some dinner. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for supporting the channel the way you do. Watching, like, subscribe, do your thing. You guys know where to find me. Marantz Rants. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, you name it. Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. Let me see you around, millionaires. Peace.